Hello everyone and welcome back to my page, Messages from Venus. You guys, I am this is a client reading. I'm almost done with my reading, so I'm so sorry if I'm delayed by a day or two with you guys' readings. I just want to tell you guys that I have a 25% off sale. Please check out your astrologers and let's get started with this reading. When I did this reading, or when I first started this reading, sorry, I have to move a few things. Well, not when I started this reading, but when I started looking for decks to use for this reading, I just wanted to let you guys know that there's going to be a lot of letting go. You guys are experiencing a cycle. You guys are experiencing a lot of changes, a lot of decisions, and a lot of things that are happening today with nature are not going to be able to ascend. So a lot of things, a lot of people, places, and situations are not going to be able to ascend towards the sun and give off what the planet actually needs to ascend. And the reason being is because a lot of us humans have done so much damage to this world, to this planet, that we have not been able to accommodate beings like those beings in the Amazon, like beings in your community, like the nature in your community, to be able to survive past the limitations that we have acquired today. So I feel like, as an overall message before I even pull the cards, that a lot of you guys are going to have to either surrender your homes, unfortunately, surrender the way that you guys think, and allow yourselves to be comfortable outside of your comfort zone. I'm going to do a past, present, future spread. So I'm going to pull three cards from this deck, past, present, future, and then 3 cards from this deck, past, present, and future. So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. Death. And don't worry, I will organize these and explain to you guys what I am doing here, and allow you guys to see the cards and all. Look, before I pull the cards, I told you guys these were the energies that I felt before even pulling cards, etc. I know a lot of people that watch readers are going to say things like, oh, well, you probably put the energy out there. No, I'm an intuitive reader. I'm also a medium and a psychic, so I understand. I'm going to show you guys the past. So these are the cards. So we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Fool, and we also have the Strength card. And these three cards put together let me know that somebody in your village thought about the creation of your village, because I feel like it's more of a he than a she. So the creator, the founder of your village, your community, was a loner, or was the type of person that didn't get much attention and just wanted to give somebody a promise that they too were not going to be alone. They wanted to give somebody a promise that it was going to create a better space, a community. And he was very shy, he was very dedicated, and at the same time a warrior. So that is the foundations, or those are the energies as to why or how your community was founded, where the village was founded. I also feel like there's a lot of inheritances, and which is the reason why the village was founded at such a fast pace and is a little bit or somewhat kind of like well known. But it's because of the family that it came from. I want to let you guys know this. I keep telling you guys about like founding fathers and Illuminati and the Masons. A lot of people that you wouldn't consider to be Masons or have Masonic rites are also dedicated to the Masonic rites. Even if you don't see them going to the lodges, even if you don't see them experiencing or experimenting with weird things like the conspiracy theorists think they do, it doesn't mean that their families weren't associated or wasn't affiliated with the goal or with the rites. Now, what I see is that this person was affiliated with the rites, and I feel like either he or his family was associated with the Scottish rite of Masonry, of Masonry, and he was given the task during his initiation to create something or a corporation or a place where Masons such as himself can also go ahead and meet and build in circle and build. So that he wasn't alone. He wasn't alone anymore. He wasn't going to be alone anymore. He went out and he sought out for the bigger picture as the builder that he is. And that's why he created the village. So it was created with balanced pretensions. Now, meaning he didn't create it to like give people homes so that he could tax them, so that he could be the landlord, so that he could be this, that. No, it was created like, and just so you know, I know that you gave me the information like in your DM, but I didn't even bother to check it on the internet. I like to push my intuition to the point of no return. So just so you know, these were the real reasons, despite any corporate reasons as to why the village or community was created. These were the foundations of the community. Now, the oracle is surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. And this is exactly what he did. He surrendered everything he had, money with his inheritance, everything that family had, they surrendered it and put it all into a village where they were not going to be alone, where he did not feel like a loner or he felt like an outsider, even though his family, he were associated with the Masonic connections of the Scottish rite. So maybe you can look into a little bit more into the history of how that village or community was started, and talk to the people in the community. If this person is still alive, which I highly doubt, but if he has family members within the village, you asking them questions, talking to them, they'll probably figure out that their family members, their ancestors were associated with Masons. A lot of people in their family or family structure, usually they don't know that they're connected to the Masonic rites. They don't know what's going on. They don't know like a lot of things unless they're going to be part of the bigger picture themselves sometimes, okay? Especially if it's a man and he was married, his wife usually has no idea. So this is the present. So we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Death card. And remember, I told you before I pulled the cards that death was coming, change was coming to your village, and as we all know, it is all here. Now, there's going to be a slur. There is already a slur of emotions, but it's going to be heightened because of the interest that others have, or other groups have, in cultivating within your village and your city, your community. It's not just the people that want to give their presentation and that you guys are going to speak to sometime in the month of September. It's not just them. They're just trying to have the upper hand in regards to getting everything started their corporation. Even though their corporation already started, they can always move that corporation to another address, but the corporation is already there. However, if somebody wins the project over and actually starts construction and starts the bigger picture, before they do, they might lose it. So it's a lot of tug and pull. It's a lot of that going on. However, I feel like presently that is not even what you guys should be worrying about the most. What you guys should be worried about the most presently is the changes that's going to cause a lot of backfire within the women in your community. Not that it hasn't done so already, but I feel like physically, in your physical, emotional selves, it's going to do something to your DNA where I feel like it's kind of going to change you guys. The changes and the cultivating changes and the people and the corporations coming into your community is going to do something to specifically the women within your area, where I feel like some of them are not going to be able to have as many babies as they would want, or they're going to have difficulties with fertility. It's gonna hit the sacral and base chakra. So you guys must keep that in mind, that the changes are coming forward are going to hit your sacral and base chakra. Not because you guys are not creating in the physical realm, but I feel like as far as bringing in more humans into the world, it's going to be a challenge for your community. The oracle card for present is surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it, okay? So I know that you guys are eager. I know that you guys are having meetings. You guys are doing everything so that the survival of your community doesn't get sabotaged. But it's like I told you in the previous reading, there's really not much that you guys can do other than checking the contracts and making sure that it abides and respects and has limitations and abides and respects to your limitations. I know that your limitations and your group is for the cultivation, for the corporations to get out, period. You guys don't want them there, period. However, they have an agenda and a bigger responsibility to the bigger picture, as opposed to just that one community. It's not that they don't care. That's not what it is that their responsibility is to create. They've already created it above. They already have that contract, and they're not going to stop because now they have to create it below. I also see that there's going to be, like, once construction is done, there's going to be a surge or resurgence of babies again. But as of right now, from the moment you guys start signing contracts, from the moment you guys start seeing the points of construction, until maybe a year or two or up to 10 years, you guys are going to see a ridiculous surge of babies. And as I mentioned in the previous reading that I gave you in regards to this entire situation, it's because there were two groups. This group, there's multiple groups, but the two groups on top were this group and yet another group. And the other group was thinking about opening doors or portals in the spiritual realm. This group is opening portals in the physical realm, which in turn will allow the heavens to come down to earth, and which will result in the resurgence and kids coming into the planet from other places. Which I know it sounds a little scary. I know that a lot of people don't believe in this, but that's exactly how we get here. We drop from a constellation as a form of energy, and then once that happens, we create ourselves using our mom's and our dad's DNA within our mother's womb to be a physical being, okay? And it's going to be like a surgence of that, due to the portals that are going to be opened anyway, due to the physical changes that this corporation is doing, okay? I also feel like the money, I know the United States is going through or about to enter, what is this called? Yes, we're about to be broke, you guys. We are, I have the word in the tip of my tongue, and it's just not coming out, even though I know what I'm talking about. But we're about to go into another small little financial crisis, right? There's not going to be a lot of money to go in or out. I feel like somewhat of that is about to happen to your community. However, money's going to be tight, but it's going to be just enough for everybody, okay? The cultivation is going to be just enough for everyone. Even though I do see that the elderly is going to get hit more as far as the finances is concerned, and you guys must take care of them because they're about to go back into the womb, and so then to decide whether they want to reincarnate or not. You guys have to take care of them so that they leave this planet with the highest frequency possible. So make sure that you speak to your friends, make sure that you speak to everyone that's above and beyond a certain age or that is retired, so that you guys can allow the older beings to exit the planet in a more healthier, higher frequency, so that they can then come back in a healthier and higher frequency. Now, as far as the future is concerned, I feel like, again, this is a sign of death. So the sunshine is going to die off a little bit, okay? So your third eye will be open. I know a lot of people don't associate death with the third eye. They associate death with the base chakra, and that's not all accurate. If you are not alive, that means you cannot vibe, you cannot see. When your third eye is open, and when your eyes, which there's 7 of them on your forehead actually, are open and vibing, you are experiencing what is actual death within a physical body. So I feel like a lot of you guys should think about how you guys are going to continue to allow change to come into your world. I know you guys want things to go as you guys want them to go, to you guys want the results, the exact results that you guys want. However, it's not going to happen. I don't see the exact results that you guys want. It's not going to happen, okay? Most of you guys are going to be able to keep your homes, but for those of you that do not allow others to be financially stable, for those of you that do not assist other people to be financially stable, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. And those are probably going to be the people that are going to have to leave. Please see this death as a replenishing of your community. I feel like there's one person in particular within your village, in your town, that's like an older gentleman. And he messes around with magic. He knows what he's doing. And he's a little bit of a grumpy old man. I see him wearing like a black and white suit. I don't know, but he lives near I mean, I know you guys, there's water everywhere, but he does live closer to the water, and he will be one of those people that you guys would have to cleanse out of your community for sure. I'm not quite sure who this person is. I'm not quite sure how they're associated with either Tom or Ben. But he kind of like is one of those people that has like kicked people out, or has been a landlord and has kicked people out and has done things like that. And now it's going to come back to bite him. You guys kind of have to fight that energy off so that you guys are able to replenish your community. I do feel like there's going to be offers on top of the table and contracts on top of the table for also business owners or small business owners to leave their small businesses behind, to allow these corporations to come in more and more than they have been doing in the past 4 years. You guys have to continue to fight that, because I don't feel like maybe there's not going to be more than like 2 smaller companies that are going to have to close their businesses, but you guys are going to have to fight through that. do the rallies, talk the talk, defend the companies, so that even though they're on their way out, they leave with a big bang and they leave where people recognize them, okay? That's what I see in the future. The oracle card for the future is surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude by service. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals, okay? You guys have to see the bigger picture. This is not just about your community. It's about the all. It's about the fact that we live in a multi-dimensional matrix type of a planet, and so other beings have to also have the chance to come and vibe off of this planet and learn from this planet as well. It's not a place where we're all staying and it's the same people and it's the same energy being recycled over and over again. We have to open up the portals, and I feel like your village is one of those portals that needs opening, but also needs to update themselves a little bit more. And with that update, death needs to occur. And it's going to happen. Unfortunately, I know you guys are not all the way there with the plans, but it's definitely going to happen. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that I didn't make you guys upset. I know sometimes you show these videos to other people, but I hope you guys don't get upset with the message that I have, because it's going to be for the better, especially the balancing in between the new age, technology, and nature. It has to have a balance, and unfortunately nature can't always win due to the progress of technology and science. They have to go hand in hand. It's like a female and a male. They have to go hand in hand. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please continue to water your life. Thank you so much again for purchasing another reading from me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.